All right, what's going on, guys? So it is, I think, close to 4 o'clock, and I don't know how this video is going to work out. We don't really vlog or anything like that, but we are sitting in the empty room of our card show, and so we just hosted our third card show here at Marley Station Mall, and it went well. It went really well, actually. We probably the first 30 minutes of the show, it was not very many people here, and I was super nervous. But as the show progressed, we had a great turnout. It was really good. I'd probably say at the end of the day, probably like 300 to 400 people probably came through. I didn't get a count, but if I had to guess, it was a pretty good turnout. 50 vendors had a wait list. One vendor showed up and turned around and left, so that was weird. And then one guy just didn't show up, but that's okay. We had a good turnout, and we picked up some good cards. So I'm going to show you some little cards, and then we're going to talk about the show a little bit. And yeah, so a little bit different video, but we got some cool stuff, so stick around for it. So I ended up picking up a nice Ruiz, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, Refractor Auto. Pretty nice one there. Picked up this out of 4, Topps Archives out of Thomas. And I try to get the glare out of there. It's a little tough. We're sitting at the front of the show, and the mall is a little loud, probably. I'm going to say the best for last. Lamar Jackson, Select Field out of 49. That was a pretty cheap one. Say that one for a little bit. Buddy of mine, Ellie De La Cruz Spotlight. He sold that to me. Got a good deal. So I love the Spotlight cards, and Ellie's just a good player to buy. A Sepia Volpe Refractor, PSA 10. Guy came in. I probably paid a little bit stronger than I should have. I didn't want the card, but I offered him what I thought was, decent for me, and picked this up. But he just got drafted pretty high, so we'll see. Probably move that soon. And then a viewer of the channel, Jim, I believe it is. Jim gave me a good deal on one of these. Picked it up. They're $15 cards. I paid $15 cards. Gunner, and we'll probably end up giving this away to one of the kids at our church. So nice little pickup there. And then last two, this one's not very valuable, but it's pretty cool. And I think this is the first one I've owned, a gold vinyl Teddy Bridgewater, second year Teddy Bridgewater. So kind of cool. 2015 Prism. So 4 out of 5. So cool little pickup. And then the best one happened with like an hour left in the show. Guy came over, looked at the comps. The comps are kind of a little bit lower recently. But we talked it through, and there's optics coming out here soon, and a couple other different sets are coming up. And so I felt like the offer that I gave him was fair on both ends. But picked this up and was super happy with this. And this is out of 75 Victor Wembanyama. So nice little pickup there. Donruss, Victor Wembanyama, the rookies. So yeah, pretty happy with that. So show went well. If you've ever thought about running a show, it's a lot of work. It is, but it's fun. Do you enjoy it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he enjoys it. So he did decent today. Sold a few cards. And Landon picked up this over here for $15. So not bad, but yeah, running a show, if you're interested in running a show, just kind of walk through some of the ways that we've done it. We have another local show that's really good. It's a monthly show. And it runs once a month down the road from here. And the guy who runs it's a really good dude. And we go to that show pretty often. But we do ours twice a year. And one of the big struggles is picking up tables? Vendors. Yeah, well, tables and vendors, just getting vendors to fill. And we're relatively new to the hobby. So for us, it was an issue of finding the right guys and then getting those guys here. So one of the things that we targeted was guys that had quality selection for good prices. For the most part, most of the vendors here we talked to a couple of people and asked them how the show went for them. And most said that it was a good show or it was a pretty good show. And some kind of like a little bit. But I didn't get to walk the whole show, but I did notice that some people would come up and they'd make a mention, wasn't complaining, but just said some things about some vendors sometimes at different shows will overprice, and those are the guys that typically don't sell. So, I mean, if you don't have good quality, you don't have good prices, people just are not going to buy your stuff. So we tried to target guys that have good quality selection and good prices. And we had a lot of them today. So very happy with the show. Some guys moved some big cards. I know today CJ Stroud out of 15 was sold today. We had a Michael Jordan exquisite auto that was sold today. We had a few big Wembys that were sold today. Some Gunner autos. He sold a Wemby Vortex. I sold a couple of decent cards. I think the highest deal was a little over $200 is what I sold for, but a lot of like $100 deals, $50 deals, just kind of rolling all day. So, but when we run the show, vendors is a big thing, but then also the right facility. So we use this mall. It's pretty dead, but we get a good price on it. And then it's all about lining up the right ads, lining up the table rentals, and just a couple other things. So not too bad to run a show, not super hard to do it. But it does take a lot of work. So we have had a good time with it. 3 shows already, and we're expecting our next show in a several months. We'll make announcements about that. But yeah, pretty good show. Exhausted. Show ended at 2, but we had a couple people stay behind and take a little while to clean up and do some extra deals as it all ended, but not too bad. So that's all I really have to say about that. And I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna go get a nice coffee from Dunkin', and I'm gonna go home and I'm going to take a nap and do some inventory. And it'll be a good day. So thanks for watching. As always, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll post some clips maybe of the show in the video so you can see what it's like. But thanks for watching. Have a good one.